Luxury is the opportunity to experience quality and craftsmanship, but at what cost? In today's video, we delve into the hidden realities of luxury fashion brands, exposing the stark contrasts between their glamorous image and the often troubling truths behind their operations. From environmental impacts to labor practices, we uncover what lies beneath the surface of these coveted labels. Join us as we reveal the secrets that the luxury industry doesn't want you to know. Chapter 1. The dark side of luxury fashion, sweatshop scandals. The luxury fashion industry often presents a glamorous facade, but the sweatshop scandals reveal a grim reality lurking behind the scenes. Recent investigations have unveiled that prestigious brands like Dior and Armani are linked to suppliers employing undocumented workers in deplorable conditions. Reports indicate that these workers endure long hours with minimal pay, often as low as $2 or $3 per hour, while producing high-end goods sold at exorbitant prices. For instance, a handbag costing around $2,700 may have been made for just $55 in these exploitative environments. Italian authorities have taken action, appointing commissioners to oversee these manufacturers and ensure compliance with labor laws. However, brands like Dior continue to assert that they maintain strict oversight of their supply chains, claiming ignorance of the abuses. This contradiction raises critical questions about the ethical practices within luxury fashion and the systemic issues that prioritize profit over human rights. Chapter 2. Environmental impact, pollution and waste in luxury production. The luxury fashion sector is notorious for its significant environmental footprint, contributing to pollution and waste on a massive scale. The production processes for high-end garments often involve toxic chemicals, excessive water usage, and substantial energy consumption. For example, dyeing fabrics can release harmful pollutants into local waterways, severely impacting ecosystems and communities. Furthermore, the trend of fast fashion within luxury brands exacerbates this issue by promoting overconsumption and waste. Luxury brands frequently produce limited runs of items to maintain exclusivity. However, this can lead to unsold inventory being destroyed rather than recycled or donated. As environmental awareness grows among consumers, luxury fashion is under scrutiny to adopt more sustainable practices such as utilizing eco-friendly materials and implementing waste reduction strategies. The challenge lies in balancing the allure of luxury with the urgent need for environmental responsibility. Chapter 3. The myth of exclusivity, accessibility to luxury brands. The concept of exclusivity in luxury fashion is often marketed as a hallmark of prestige. However, this notion is increasingly being challenged by changing consumer behaviors and market dynamics. While high-end brands traditionally catered to an elite clientele, many are now embracing broader accessibility through online platforms and collaborations with more affordable retailers. This shift has led to a dilution of exclusivity, as luxury items become more attainable for a wider audience. Moreover, the rise of resale markets has further democratized access to luxury goods. Platforms allowing consumers to buy and sell pre-owned items enable individuals from various socioeconomic backgrounds to participate in luxury fashion culture. As a result, the perception of luxury is evolving from an exclusive club to a more inclusive community. This transformation raises important questions about brand identity and the future of luxury marketing strategies as they navigate the balance between exclusivity and accessibility. Chapter 4. Destruction of unsold goods, a wasteful practice. The practice of destroying unsold goods has come under intense scrutiny in recent years as consumers demand greater accountability from luxury brands regarding their waste management practices. Rather than donating or recycling unsold merchandise, some high-end labels opt to incinerate or dispose of items to maintain brand exclusivity and protect their image. This wasteful approach not only harms the environment, but also contradicts the ethical values many brands claim to uphold. Reports indicate that some luxury brands destroy millions worth of unsold inventory annually, which raises ethical concerns about consumerism and sustainability. Wait a second. Have you ever considered how much impact your purchasing decisions have on the environment? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. As public awareness grows regarding these practices, Brands are facing pressure to adopt more responsible approaches, such as donating excess stock or utilizing sustainable production methods that minimize waste from the outset. The conversation around unsold goods destruction highlights a critical need for change within the industry towards more sustainable practices that align with consumer expectations. Chapter 05: Cultural Appropriation in Luxury Fashion. Cultural appropriation remains a contentious issue within the luxury fashion industry, as brands often draw inspiration from diverse cultures without proper acknowledgement or respect for their origins. This practice can lead to significant backlash when traditional garments or symbols are commercialized without understanding their cultural significance. High-profile incidents have sparked debates about ownership and representation in fashion, prompting calls for greater sensitivity and inclusivity. Luxury brands must navigate this complex landscape carefully, recognizing that cultural elements should be celebrated rather than exploited for profit. Collaborations with artisans from specific cultures can foster authenticity and respect, while promoting cultural appreciation rather than appropriation. As consumers increasingly advocate for ethical practices in fashion, brands that fail to address these concerns risk alienating their audience and damaging their reputations. Chapter 6: The Role of Social Media in Shaping Brand Image. Social media has become a pivotal tool for luxury brands, fundamentally transforming how they communicate and engage with consumers. Platforms like Instagram and Facebook allow brands to showcase their unique aesthetics and lifestyle narratives, creating an emotional connection with their audience. Recent studies indicate that nearly 85% of luxury consumers utilize social media, with many engaging with brands through multiple platforms. This engagement fosters a sense of psychological ownership, enhancing brand loyalty. Luxury brands are now leveraging user-generated content and influencer partnerships to amplify their reach. For instance, high-profile collaborations with influencers can create a buzz around product launches, making them feel more accessible while still maintaining an air of exclusivity. Additionally, luxury brands are increasingly focusing on creating visually stunning content that resonates with their target audience's aspirations. Chapter 7: Labor Practices: The Reality Behind the Glamour. Behind the allure of luxury fashion lies a troubling reality regarding labor practices within the industry. Many prestigious brands rely on complex supply chains that often include factories in developing countries where labor laws may be lax or poorly enforced. Reports have surfaced detailing poor working conditions, low wages, and long hours faced by workers producing high-end garments for brands like Chanel and Prada. Recent investigations have revealed that some workers earn less than $3 per hour, far below living wage standards. This exploitation raises ethical questions about the true cost of luxury goods and the responsibility of brands to ensure fair labor practices throughout their supply chains. In response to growing consumer awareness and activism, some luxury brands are beginning to implement more stringent audits and transparency measures to improve working conditions. However, critics argue that these efforts often fall short of meaningful change. The challenge remains for luxury fashion to reconcile its commitment to quality and craftsmanship with ethical labor practices that respect the rights and dignity of all workers involved in production. Hold on a second. What do you think about the recent diversity initiatives in luxury fashion? Are they making a real difference? Share your thoughts with us. Chapter 8: Sustainability Claims versus Actual Practices. Sustainability has become a buzzword in luxury fashion, with many brands touting eco-friendly initiatives in their marketing campaigns. However, there is often a significant gap between these claims and actual practices on the ground. While some luxury labels have made strides towards sustainable sourcing and production methods, others engage in greenwashing, misleading consumers about their environmental impact. For instance, brands may promote limited collections made from organic materials while continuing harmful production processes elsewhere in their supply chain. Recent studies indicate that only a fraction of luxury brands have fully integrated sustainability into their core business strategies. This discrepancy has led to increasing skepticism among consumers who demand transparency regarding sourcing, manufacturing processes, and overall environmental impact. As awareness grows about climate change and its effects on the fashion industry, consumers are becoming more discerning about the sustainability claims made by luxury brands. The challenge lies in ensuring that these claims are backed by genuine efforts, rather than merely serving as marketing tactics aimed at capitalizing on consumer demand for ethical products. Chapter 9. The influence of celebrity endorsements on brand perception. Celebrity endorsements play a crucial role in shaping public perception of luxury brands. High-profile figures such as Beyoncé, Rihanna, and Kanye West can elevate a brand's status through strategic partnerships that resonate with their fan bases. These endorsements not only drive sales but also create an aspirational image associated with the brand. However, this influence can be a double-edged sword. Celebrities' actions or controversies can directly impact brand reputation. For example, when a celebrity faces public scrutiny or scandal, it can lead to negative associations for the brands they represent. Recent studies show that consumers are increasingly aware of this connection and may reassess their loyalty based on celebrity behavior. Furthermore, as social media amplifies celebrity voices, the potential for rapid shifts in public perception increases. Brands must navigate this landscape carefully, ensuring that their partnerships align with their values while remaining authentic to their audience. Chapter 10. Diversity and inclusion. Initiatives, are they enough? The luxury fashion industry is increasingly recognizing the importance of diversity and inclusion initiatives, yet questions remain about their effectiveness. Many brands have launched programs aimed at improving representation across various dimensions, including race, gender, and body size. For instance, Gucci established a diversity and inclusion advisory board to guide its efforts, while Prada appointed a chief diversity officer following backlash over racially insensitive products. These steps indicate a commitment to change, but critics argue that such measures often lack depth and can appear performative. While some brands have made strides in diversifying their marketing campaigns and product lines, true inclusivity requires more than just surface-level changes. It necessitates a cultural shift within organizations that prioritizes diverse voices in decision-making processes. The challenge lies in ensuring that D&I efforts are not merely reactive, but are integrated into the brand's core values. As consumer expectations evolve, luxury brands must demonstrate genuine commitment to inclusivity, moving beyond tokenism to create authentic connections with a broader audience. Chapter 11. Consumer Psychology: Why we buy luxury brands. Understanding the consumer psychology behind luxury brand purchases reveals a complex interplay of emotions, identity, and social status. Luxury goods often symbolize success and exclusivity, appealing to consumers' desires for recognition and belonging. Research shows that many consumers associate luxury items with higher quality and craftsmanship, leading them to perceive these products as investments rather than mere purchases. This perception is reinforced by the marketing strategies employed by luxury brands, which often emphasize scarcity and prestige. Wait a moment. Do you believe that celebrity endorsements genuinely influence your perception of luxury brands? I'd love to hear your opinions. Comment below. Moreover, the influence of social media has amplified the allure of luxury brands. Consumers are increasingly exposed to curated lifestyles showcased by influencers and celebrities, creating a desire to emulate these aspirational figures. The phenomenon of FOMO plays a significant role in driving purchases. Owning luxury items can provide a sense of validation and social acceptance. In addition to social factors, psychological factors such as self-esteem and identity also impact purchasing behavior. Many consumers buy luxury goods as a way to express their individuality or to signal their social status to others. Chapter 12. The impact of fast fashion on luxury brands. The rise of fast fashion has significantly disrupted the luxury fashion landscape, challenging traditional business models and consumer perceptions. Fast fashion retailers like Zara and H&M have democratized access to trendy styles at affordable prices, leading consumers to question the value proposition of luxury brands. This shift has resulted in increased competition for market share as consumers gravitate toward brands that offer both style and affordability. Luxury brands are now facing pressure to adapt by incorporating elements of speed and accessibility into their offerings. Some have begun launching more frequent collections or limited edition items to compete with fast fashion's rapid turnover. However, This strategy risks diluting brand exclusivity, one of the key attributes that define luxury. Additionally, the environmental implications of fast fashion have prompted luxury brands to reassess their sustainability practices. As consumers become more environmentally conscious, they are increasingly scrutinizing the production processes behind luxury goods. Brands that fail to address these concerns may find themselves losing relevance in an evolving market where sustainability is becoming as important as style. Chapter 13: The Future of Luxury Fashion, Trends and Predictions. The future of luxury fashion is poised for transformation as it adapts to changing consumer preferences and societal values. One notable trend is the increasing emphasis on sustainability, with brands striving to implement eco-friendly practices throughout their supply chains. Consumers are demanding transparency regarding sourcing materials and labor practices. Therefore, brands that prioritize sustainability will likely gain competitive advantages. Another emerging trend is the integration of technology into the luxury shopping experience. Virtual reality and augmented reality are being utilized to enhance customer engagement through immersive shopping experiences. Additionally, the rise of e-commerce has prompted luxury brands to develop robust online platforms that replicate the exclusivity of in-store experiences. Moreover, personalization is becoming paramount as consumers seek unique products tailored to their preferences. Brands are leveraging data analytics to create customized offerings that resonate with individual customers. Chapter 14: The Role of Transparency in Building Trust with Consumers. In an era marked by heightened consumer awareness, transparency has emerged as a critical factor in building trust between luxury brands and their customers. Consumers today demand clarity regarding product origins, manufacturing processes, and corporate practices. Brands that openly share information about their supply chains are more likely to foster loyalty among socially conscious consumers who prioritize ethical consumption. Luxury brands are increasingly adopting transparency initiatives by publishing sustainability reports or engaging in third-party audits to verify claims about ethical practices. For instance, companies like Patagonia have set benchmarks for transparency by detailing their environmental impact and labor conditions publicly. This level of openness not only enhances brand credibility, but also empowers consumers to make informed purchasing decisions. As consumers become more discerning about corporate responsibility, luxury brands that embrace transparency will not only build trust but also differentiate themselves in an increasingly competitive market focused on authenticity and integrity. Hold on a second. How do you feel about the balance between exclusivity and accessibility in luxury fashion today? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Thank you for joining us on this eye-opening journey into the hidden realities of luxury fashion brands. If you found this video insightful, please give it a thumbs up and share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe for more content that uncovers the truths behind the trends. Remember, knowledge is power. Let's make informed choices together.